It's that coaster guy here, and these are my top 5 antique car rides. Antique car rides are found in nearly every major amusement park, and they're great family rides, and it gives the kids a chance to drive some cars. So, here are my top 5 antique car rides. Comment below if you agree. Number 5 is Moon Antique Autos at Six Flags St. Louis. This antique car ride is a very long and attractive antique car ride that kind of interacts with one of their wooden, or with I believe it is the Boss. No, American Thunder. I'm sorry, American Thunder at Six Flags St. Louis. I really like the look of these cars. They've got a real nice feel to them, and like I said, it's one of the longer antique car rides out there. So, for an antique car ride, it is one of, if not the best out there. Well, it's not the best because there's 4 more better than it, but overall, very solid attraction. Very compact, too, for being such a long car ride. It is in a very tight, compact area, and like I said, it interacts with some other rides around it, so good job, Six Flags St. Louis. Number 4 is Cedar Point's Cadillac Cars. Once again, a very long car ride in a very tight space. The Cadillac Cars are a very good attraction, and like I said, it is probably the most compact of all the antique car rides out there. However, it's still a very long ride because it's essentially a giant clover leaf. And again, a wonderful attraction that I quite frankly like because it does have a lot of interaction with other cars as you're going above, on the bridge and underneath the bridge. You get to see cars going the other direction from you, and you kind of can do a little bit of fun stuff with some of your friends or some other riders on that ride as well. So great to see Cadillac Cars, the one car ride at Cedar Point that actually opens on this list. At number 4. At number 3, how about an antique car ride themed after highway robbery? Well, that's what the Pennsylvania Turnpike themed antique car ride at Hershey Park will do for you. It is, again, kind of a weirder turnpike ride, or weirder combination turnpike antique car ride where you can actually race a turnpike car against an antique car around the kind of weird shaped layout here. It isn't a very long one, but that racing aspect is really cool in between the 2 antique car rides. I really like this one. And also, why not have a car ride themed after the most expensive car ride in the world, being the Pennsylvania Turnpike? I mean, seriously, if you take the Turnpike all the way to Hershey Park from Ohio, it costs an obscene amount of money. So, I think it's close to like $15. I'm not sure, though. Coming in at number 2, we have the Lewis and Clark Trail at Holiday World. The Lewis and Clark Trail is probably the longest car ride out there, antique car ride out there. It is it's in a very picturesque location in Holiday World, kind of right in the center of the park, so you get to see a lot of it. It's a very good antique car ride, if you ask me. Lots of interaction points where you can see other rides going around you, but it's kind of in its own little section in the center of the park. Like I said, it is long, and it's in kind of like the flat ride section of the park, which is the 4th of July section. There's not a whole lot of stuff that goes on around that section of the park, coaster-wise, so it's kind of a peaceful area. Very good ride here, the Lewis and Clark Trail at Holiday World, for those reasons. And my number 1 antique car ride goes to the Kings Mills Antique Auto because it's new. It is a new antique car ride that has a lot of scenery elements around there. It is, quite frankly, the best of them all. A lot of interaction points where you drive by cars going in the other direction. They put a lake there. They took out the old Flight Commander pad, which looked very tacky, and they took out, I think, some games. They took out some buildings that were over there as well, and it really fits in well with the Coney Mall section of the park. Kings Mills Antique Autos will get the golden ticket for the best new ride of 2019, because quite frankly, I don't think anything else is better than it, honestly. Kings Mills Antique Auto, fantastic addition for Kings Island, a much-needed addition, and they get their coaster next year, so I'm happy for Kings Island. So, with that being said, please comment below if you agree with my opinions about what the best antique car rides are out there. And please visit my new Facebook channel, Hey, It's That Coaster Guy, on Facebook. Facebook page, not channel. We have a lot of cool content there, and I plan to do a lot of interacting with my fans out there. So, Hey, It's That Coaster Guy on Facebook. With that being said, Hey, It's That Coaster Guy, signing off.